What's up, my fearless friends? Sean Phantom McPherson back in the building for a gadget review. Today we're reviewing a DJ deck, the Roland 707M to be exact, and the M stands for mobile. This deck is a great tool for mobile DJs, and I want to give you 7 reasons why it's still relevant in 2021. When you think about a mobile DJ deck, the first thing I think is portability. This DJ 707M is definitely portable. It's 18 inches by 13 inches and 2 inches high, and it's about 7.5 pounds. I put it in a magma bag that goes into a roll top magma bag, and I'm good to go. The second feature that a mobile DJ deck needs to have, and that the 707M possesses, is being like a Swiss Army knife. This thing has mixers and a whole lot of I/O on it. The fact that you can dial in exactly what you want on 4 different decks of a deck this size is paramount. The third reason why I like the DJ 707M starts to go into the fringe of DJing. You know, not just your basic DJ needs. What's legendary about Roland is that they make exquisite drum machines, legendary drum machines that people have used for years. This DJ 707M has a drum machine standalone in it that's separate from the software that you use, which is Serato. Another feature I really enjoy with this DJ 707M is that it has the ability to save presets of each venue that you're in. And as you know, if you're a DJ or a sound engineer, you know how many people are in the spot, how narrow the spot is, how high the ceilings are, makes a difference. And when you take your time to dial that in, it all gets messed up when you go to the next venue, when you go to 12 o'clock on all the dials again. What I like about the DJ 707M is it gives you the ability to save those presets. What else it does is that it gives you zone control. It gives you you can control 3 different zones with this deck, and 3 different knobs to control the volume. And you know, sometimes you might be in the main room and there's people outside, you know, eating outside of a restaurant or a cocktail hour, and you want that same music to be playing there. You can change the volume, change the volume in different spaces, and there's I/O here that helps you with that. Many of you who follow the channel also know that I'm an instrumentalist. I play violin and viola, and I do it a lot as I DJ. So I'll blend and play violin hand to hand. And when I'm rushing to a gig, you know, I used to have to set up separate stuff for my violin and then set up the deck and go. Well, now with this deck, you have the ability to have 4 mic inputs or just 2 mic inputs and 2 inputs for instruments that use a 1/4 inch jack. Another reason why I like this deck, with all the mixer features that it has, it also has great sound effects. It uses DJ Serato Pro, and we know that Serato has its own effects, but on board of this DJ 707M, it has 10 different effects that you can use and put on each channel or put on each instrument or vocal mic that you use. Another reason why I like this deck is that it has the ability to get bigger, meaning you can put 2 turntables on each side and turn this using DVS into a turntableless deck. You know, you just put it between and it acts like any other mixer that you might have. And you know, a lot of venues already have turntables there, so all you gotta bring is your vinyl. Although I love this DJ 707M, it's not all roses and peaches. There are a couple of things, if I really wanted to nitpick, that I don't particularly like about the deck. The first thing is, if you plug this deck in the wrong order, it will make an annoying, loud sound through your whole system. So when setting up this deck, make sure the master volume is down. And you want to attach the USB to your computer, then turn on the 707M, then turn on Serato. If you're rushing and you do it out of order, you will get that annoying sound. And the drum machine might not work when you're trying to do remixes with your selected tracks. Another con, if I was nitpicking, this deck looks like it's running MS-DOS. The green letters like we're in the Matrix, kind of dated. A third con with the DJ707M, once again nitpicking, I wish these fader knobs, although they feel great, that they came down a little bit further. But these have a decent sized platter, non-moving platter, but they're decent. So maybe that's why they didn't come all the way down. I was used to that long fader throw on some other decks that I was getting, like the N.Y.C.E I was getting used to. But I can live with it for all the things that this deck does. Some honorable competition to this Roland DJ 707M, definitely the Rain 1. That just came out not too long ago, and it has moving platters. That's really for your turntablists, scratchologists, getting in there and chirping on you. That's actually kind of great, and it's kind of compact compared to two turntables lugging them around. It's a deck with moving platters, and it feels great. The second competitor is a little more neck and neck with this DJ707M, and that's the Denon To Go 1, which is also $9.99. A standalone unit, battery powered, which is kind of cool. It has a way better interface and touch screen. It doesn't have as much I/O as this DJ707M, and it doesn't have 4 decks like this DJ707M, but you can put an SD card in it, and it would get the job done. It's similar weight. It's about 10 pounds, and the 707M is 7.5 pounds, but it also has a little bit smaller footprint than the 707M. Unfortunately, at the taping of this video, it still does not work with a computer or Serato. And I use Serato. So you can't plug your computer in and go, just use it as a controller. It's a standalone controller where you gotta use their software and, put your music directly in the deck, which is good for certain situations for mobile DJs. So that might be one you want to try, but I need the Swiss Army knife, mixer, multiple mics, plug my violin or viola in or whatever instrument in, and get going. So at this point in the video, it really helps me if you subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, like this video if it gave you some value, if you learned something from it. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and put an affiliate link for this board. If you get it, from Amazon, I get a little kickback for that. That will support the channel and let me keep putting lights like that up. But I appreciate you guys. I'm excited for the reopen here in New York, and I can't wait to DJ and see my fellow DJs getting back to doing what they love. Once again, I'm PhearNone McPherson, and look for the next video. Peace.